Kiesha, and I'm here with my first ever All Tea All Shade Season 3 Episode 1 review of The Shy. You guys have been asking me to do reviews on this show since it started. I never had the chance to, and Season 1 I really didn't care for. Season 2 I really enjoyed, so hopefully it will be the same with Season 3. I also want to say thank you to each and every one of you who gave me condolences. Whew, this has been a hard week for me. Between my cousin dying and my anxiety has just been running rapid. It has just been a week. I have been going through it, but I am still here. God is good. The devil is a liar, and he has no control over my life. But anywho, thank you, like I said, for your condolences. So on tonight's episode, and if you're wondering how I watched it early, it's on YouTube. You can watch episode 1 on YouTube on The Shy on Showtime. So in tonight's episode, we see Kiesha is late for her mama's wedding. Kevin mama is marrying another woman. I was like, okay, she down with the So she finally gets to the wedding. I loved her bridesmaids dress. I love that really pretty peachy corally kind of color, whatever that color, blush pinky, whatever. It was so cute. And I love the back, the way it was crisscross. It was a really pretty wedding. So during the ceremony, the groom, Dre, tells the kids that she admires them and that she'll be there for them, and she gives them gold jewelry. But Kiesha ain't really phased by it because she don't like her ass. But I tell you one thing, Dre's suit was everything, and her hair looked good. So Darnell and Jada come to the wedding together, and they bicker the whole goddamn time. And I hate his character because my baby daddy name is Darnell, and he got just as many kids as the Darnell on the show do. So Kevin catches the bus. At first, we don't know where he's going to, but we realize that he's going to Brandon's funeral. Like, ain't that something to be celebrating your mother's wedding, something very joyous, and then to be mourning the death of someone that you loved and looked up to as a brother. So when he arrives to the funeral home, he sees Ronnie on the steps trying to get in to give his condolences and, to be a part of the funeral. And he asks, is Brandon to vouch for him? He was like, no, I'm not vouching for you. So Brandon mama gets up and gives her eulogy, and she talks about having to bury 2 sons. And child, Jesus, with everything going on in the world, I really felt her pain. So Laverne say, I knew I wasn't cut out to be somebody's mother because nobody ever mothered me. That was a wonderful line. Whoever wrote that, they get all the props from me. She goes on to blame the city for taking her kids, and I was like, I feel like it was the city's fault, and I feel like it was her fault. She said that she wasn't cut out to be a mother. She didn't even want her kids. She put all her pain on her kids. So it was the city's fault, circumstances, and her fault. So Kevin and Emmett are crying. They bring Brandon's casket out, and Ronnie is sitting there drinking on the steps. Laverne's man tells him to leave and pushes him like, gone, like nobody wants you here. So then Duda arrives and gives Laverne his condolences and says if she needs anything to give him a call, and gives him her card. And Laverne's man was like, who was that shiesty ass nigga? She was like, I don't know, and I don't want shit to do with his ass. So Emmett tells Laverne that he's going to try to keep Brandon's business alive. And she tells him to get the fuck out of Dodge and that this city don't give a fuck about him. Like, she was just pissed. So then we see Luke James' character named Trig with some girl named Imani. They looking at Duda from across the street. And he says that, Duda got custody of his little brother Jake, and he says that he ain't shit. So that's when I put 2 and 2 together that Trig's character was Reg and Jake's brother. We find out that he's been in prison this whole time. So Emmett and Kevin are back at the wedding. Emmett is preparing, to cook this food and everything. And he sees Kevin is struggling with, Brandon's death. So he tells him, I got you. And Brandon was like, Kevin was like, you're not Brandon. He was like, I know I'm not, but I swear I'm going to be there for you. Like, I'm going to be what Brandon was to you. So Jada goes to the back to check on Emmett. That's his mother. And she want to know, like, why are you working on the day, your business partner, your best friend, Brandon's, on the day of his funeral? He was like, people die every day, mama. He's trying to just push down the pain or whatever. And he asked her about coming to the wedding with his daddy, and she played it off like it's nothing. But he know, like, these niggas is fucking again, and I ain't got time for this. So Kiesha tells Kevin that she don't like Dre. And he tells her, well, they be liking each other a whole lot because they room right next to mine. And I be hearing them all night long. And it shouldn't even matter to you no way because you about to go. So Papa, Jake, and Ebony in the back drinking wine. Kevin comes back and they pour one out for Brandon and Jake's brother Reg. Emmett checks on Kiesha. She says that she's nervous about leaving next year and being around a bunch of white people she don't know. She don't like track and she want to stay there. And he was like, why? Why would you possibly want to stay here? There's nothing here for you. And he tells her, to get out of there. And at that point, I knew that something was going to happen to her character. I was like, something is about to happen to her goddamn character. And a lot of people just get so stuck being where they are and they're afraid of change. And I think that's what her character was going through. So she asked him, is he scared? And he was like, yeah, I'm scared than a motherfucker, like about my future, about my kids and everything. So Ronnie returns home to find all his stuff on the line. There's a no trespassing sign on the door. So now this nigga ain't got nowhere to stay and he a drunk. So Kevin mama orders pizza because Emmett food is nasty, but she still pays him. I'm wondering, is Emmett gonna be able to pull this together? Because he wasn't the cook, Brandon was. So Kevin tells his friends he gonna have the house to himself when his mama on her honeymoon, so everybody can come through. So everybody does the cha-cha slide, everybody getting down. It's a really good moment. I love the visual of all these black people doing the cha-cha slide. That's the wedding song right there. So Duda meets up with this dude in like a little warehouse and asks him, what do I owe you the pleasure? Dude was like, you ain't called this meeting. And as soon as they realize it's been a setup, the dude gets shot in his head. And Orb was like, oh shit. And then we realized that it was Trig that blew his head off. So Trig walks up on Duda and says, since this nigga still breathing, I'm assuming you ain't know about them killing Reg, his brother. Remember, Reg got killed last season on the season finale. Duda said, I had my suspicions, but I needed to be sure. So Trig said, I want my little brother back. And dude, I said, when was the last time you seen Jake? You got locked up in 2013. He ain't seen you since he was like 8. He probably wasn't able to point you out in the lineup. So, and he was like, your mother surrendered custody to me. Trig say, how much is my little brother worth? And dude, I said, oh, a whole lot. But Jake said you were dead. And Trig said, well, I guess this is my resurrection. And I was like, okay, now I'm loving, what's his name? I can't think of this nigga name. The nigga that's playing Trig, I just said his name earlier. I'm liking him better in this role than I liked him on Star. Star, I just couldn't get with him. I did not see it for him on Star. But I'm liking him. Luke James. I'm liking Luke James a whole lot more on this character. I'm liking this. I can't wait to see where his character is going to go. And I hope that he really gives Duda a run for his money. So Kevin mama and Dre, her stud husband, leave Kiesha with money for them while they're on their honeymoon and tells her to give Emmett his payment for the rest of the wedding food. So Emmett returns home to his baby mama Tiff, who's bagging up weed, and he tells her about Brandon's mama tripping at the funeral. Kevin mama and Dre getting nasty with a strap on. And that's when I realized that Candy, remember Candy was saying she had tried out for the lesbian stud role when this past season on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So she was supposed to be, she was trying out to play Dre. I couldn't see her in that character. I see why they did not pick Candy to play that role. She wouldn't have been able to pull it off like the woman that they hired. She's better suited for the role that she has, which will be Duda's wife. But they got freaky with that strap on, baby, and I was like, well, all right. So the Kevin, Papa, and Jake at the crib smoking. I was like, Kevin, really? I just got so much hope for Kevin, and he just keep on fucking up. Kiesha leaves them because she going to meet her nigga, her fast ass. Kevin calls Ebony and tells her to come through with some of her friends. Kiesha goes to Emmett's house and Tiff answers the door looking like, what the fuck you want? But she let her in. And she gives Emmett the rest of his payment. And Tiff say, I don't mind you coming to my house, but just don't come dressed like no hooker. And Kiesha was like, girl, I'm dressed up on my man, not yours. You ain't got nothing to worry about over here. So Kiesha tells him that she's choosing to go to Pepperdine. And I was like, yep, something's about to happen to her. And he tells her, she'll always have a place in his heart. And I was like, yep, bingo. So Trig and Imani go to his old house. And his mama walk in and he asks her how much she sell her son for. And she says 5 G's. And I was like, you sold your kid for 5 G's? You ain't shit, bitch. So he says he'll give her 10, but she got to go down to the courthouse, say she want her son back. She says she don't know if she can. And Trig tells her he doesn't want Jake to not feel wanted like him and Reg. And he tells his mama he wants Jake that bad. Like, I don't want him to grow up like we did. And she says she'll do it and he hugs her. So the girls arrive at Kevin's house, and Imani brings Maisha with her. And Kevin's like, "Damn, like I didn't know they was friends." And Maisha was like, "Yeah, nigga, you got caught up trying to be slick." So she was like, "Hi, Papa," and he was like, "What's up?" So Papa asked Kevin, "Can he rap to Maisha?" And he was like, "Yeah, go ahead and do it, but just make sure you treat her right." I liked Maisha better with Kevin than I do with Papa, but we shall see. So Ronnie out drinking his sorrows away, and the people at the bar telling him to slow down and stop tripping and get his shit together. So he was like, "All right, y'all right." So he leaves and he pull out a bottle and he keep on drinking outside. Like Ronnie just don't want to get his life together. I'm sick of Ronnie. So Maisha kisses Papa goodbye, and everybody, Kevin and Jake like, "Damn nigga, like what you do in the room?" And he was like, "I gave her a foot massage and talked about her hopes and her dreams." He was like, he hit them on game on how to get a girl because he'd read Devon Franklin book. That cracked me up. So Jake said that he fucked the little girl he was with, and Kevin said that he fingered the other. And that's just like no, like I'm just remember these little kids, and I'm just like, why are y'all fingering and smoking weed? Like it's just too much for me to handle. So Trig and Imani then rob some dude that I'm guessing works for Doodah. Kiesha at the bus stop waiting on some nigga to come get her. And I'm like, the fact that this nigga got you waiting at a bus stop says a lot, sis. And as she's sitting there, Ronnie walks by her and they kind of like stare at each other all cryptically. And then we see the bus turn the corner and the driver opens the door because he saw her sitting there. The next thing you know, she ain't sitting there no more, and her phone is on the ground. So I'm wondering, is the dude that she was messing with the one that abducted her? Because this storyline is going to be about all the young black girls that are being abducted, and nobody cares to find out where these young ladies are. So that's what's about to happen with Kiesha this season. I was like, I knew something was going to happen to her. She got abducted, and we see her phone on the ground, and we see her little brother asking her when is she coming home. So the season opener for The Chi, I give it a B plus. It was pretty decent. The best part of tonight's episode for me was the cha-cha slide part. I love that, just seeing black folks having a joyous time. Trig killing that dude, that part was really good. I'm really liking his character. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's season premiere episode of The Chi. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I will see you guys next week on next week's review. Love you. Bye.